You hear that? You know what that is?
The sound of silence.
Silence. You know why it's silent?
Our children are not with us.
We have no kids. We pawn them off on Nana.
And Pappy.
And Pappy. So what are we doing here?
Celebrating our anniversary.
What are we celebrating?
Our anniversary.
That's right. Can you believe how lucky this lady is that she found me?
I think it should
and
be...
that I was willing to put up with her for 12 years.
No, it is the other way around. That I was willing to put up with you for 12.
No,
We've only been married 12 years. We've been together 15. So I've put up with this guy right here for 15 years.
Everybody tells her all the time how lucky we are, or how lucky she is.
He's the lucky one.
All right, what are we gonna go do?
I don't know.
We're gonna go find some cool stuff. So let's go see what we find.
Stay tuned.
You forgot to tell everybody where we're at and what we're doing.
We are at Sprig Mill State Park. And what are we doing?
We're gonna go see a mill of some sort.
Yeah, and go hiking maybe.
And then you also you also left out how lucky you are to be married to me for 12 years.
It's the other way around. I keep telling you that.
No. What, you think there's any alligators in there?
Yeah, for sure.
This place is absolutely packed. I just don't know if I can deal with this crowd. Look at it. It's crazy around here. It's just absolutely crazy. Hey, 12 years. You gonna tell them how lucky you are? 12 years.
When you say the same.
Huh?
When you say it.
You're lucky to have me.
No, you are lucky to have me.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
You think you could live in a place like this?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a lot less to clean.
That's for sure.
It's pretty darn simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, the table made for us. I'm not sure how I feel about that fence in the middle of my kitchen.
Seriously. You're such a dork.
Alright guys, we are at Sprig Mill State Park in Mitchell, Indiana. And this is the old corn mill right here. This thing was built in 1817. It's 202 years old. Still in perfect operating order, you'll see here in a little bit. But around the mill, they just kind of got this little pioneer village. We'll take you in and show you. They got a little woodworking shop. They got a tavern. They got a lady up here making pottery with gravity wheel and stuff. Just a real cool little place. It's kind of dead right now. We were there right as it opened. But anyways, hopefully you can join us, walk around town here a little bit, and we'll show you what all we see. It's pretty darn cool. Hey, you think one day I can be in the picture with you?
I just took one of you. There, look at that. I got one.
Glad I could join you on this trip.
You're welcome.
Now what?
I don't know. I ain't going that way.
I think it'd make a good video. We watch you go across the hill.
How about you go first?
Our trail's underwater.
You go first.
You go first.
You go first.
You go first.
No, you.
You're disposable, I'm not.
Shut up and go.
It's a little slick right there. Keep going, Dogo! You're almost there!
Yeah, going out. What about that?
Go up farther! Go up farther! You made it!
Yeah, I climbed a mountain to get over here and fell down half of it.
I know, you wouldn't let me record the part where you fell down.
Yeah.
You're here though.
I wanted both of your hands to catch me, not the one that was not recording.
I forgot to hit the button though.
Just go.
She's so lucky, 12 years.
Yes, dear.
I see you're in a good mood today, babe. So check that out. That's called, what is it, Hammerhead Cave? All the water is coming out of that hillside. comes down, and that used to be a pumping station for concrete or cement making place, I believe. They got it dammed up. That's all pretty much abandoned. But then it goes down. See, this not falling. It goes down. There's another dam built right there. They got a gate right there, and that feeds the flume. That flume runs all the way down and supplies water to the mill down there. So that's where the mill gets its water right there. Pretty cool, huh? So there's the gates and the water intake. They screw them things up and that water starts rolling down that trough. The trough runs all the way down to the mill down there.
We made it back. The way we came back was much easier, and it was my way.
You should have listened to me the first time.
I did, and that's how I fell and busted my butt. I would have done my own way.
I can't believe I didn't get that on camera.
Yeah, you didn't need to get it on camera.
It was pretty good. You're so lucky. 12 years right here, this guy. You're not even gonna argue no more. See, I told you you're right. Or I was right.
So you have to get a rhythm of pushing the tool in and pushing it back.
That's pretty neat.
I'm terrible at it, and I'm hoping by the end of the summer.
So what kind of stick is that?
I'd say that's hickory.
Hickory?
I'm not sure. But that would be my guess. The only thing with that much spring, it's not going to pop.
Not gonna pop. That's cool.
That's very cool.
Check out the old distillery. Pretty cool. I believe that's a copper top. No, it's a copper cap. Barrels. Pretty neat. What do you think, dear?
Cool.
You're just counting your blessings. 12 years with me, right?
Please stop bringing that up. Nobody else wants to hear about it.
Maybe I do.
And how they made their glazes, I mean, that's going to be my glazes, but they would take, during the firing process, when it's really hot, they would take handfuls of salt and throw it in there with them.
Oh.
Yeah, and throw it inside, and the silicon in the clay would react with the sodium in the salt. Yeah, and it would form a glaze, and so that's how they kept them from leaking.
Isn't that so?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
People's asking me really good questions, so I go home and Google it.
Google it.
Find out, you know,
Yeah.
what's going on. But I thought that was pretty cool. They,
Gets that going.
Yeah, see this
and
big
it just
stone?
stays.
it's counterbalanced and has bearings in them, and get it going really good.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're
You were
welcome.
great.
You guys have a wonderful day.
Huh.
I know.
That's neat.
It is a workout. I was telling her that once, you know, because I have to push down and pull up and push down and pull up,
Right.
it'll stop it several times
Yeah.
until I get it centered. And then, I mean, you know, I made those pieces back there with it. After, you know, I get centered, it stays going pretty good.
All right, guys, this is what I was excited to see. This is the flume. We were up at the other end, and water comes down this flume, comes down and hits this water wheel here. And I can't remember, I think this wheel is about 20 foot in diameter, and when it's running full steam, it's about 7 RPMs per minute. And this is what they call an overshoot wheel. The water comes in the top and overshoots the wheel. I believe that the axle, the main axle there in the middle, from what I can gather, was all original, as the original axle from when the mill was built. Everything else has been reconstructed, you know, over time here, there, and yonder. So this little pipe you see coming down the back side of the building there, that's an overshoot, and that's where they control the water. There's a small water wheel down there, and that wheel there controls or powers the small sawmill they have over here. I did get some video of the mill running. They fired it up. They did not fire the sawmill up. So let's take a look inside, man. It is so cool. So this is the inside, and from what I've been told, this is pretty much still the original setup. All of these gears are wood. They're all made out of white oak, and they repair and make pieces for them right there on site here in the little village they got. It's just it's an incredible piece of engineering, and it's just a real window back into how they did stuff back in the day. This was a state-of-the-art machine for sure back in the day when it was built. It's kind of hard to read here. They had this paper up there, which is basically a parts breakdown of the mill is the best way I know to describe it, but it kind of just gives you a little bit of a rundown of what's what and what's driving what, and I just thought it was kind of cool. So if somebody wants to pause the video there and kind of check it out, they could. But that's the grinding stone there, and it's not the original. They still have the original one there. That one was replaced when the mill was restored by the Parks Department in 1936. So it's, gosh dang, it's cool. So this gentleman here is just giving us kind of a quick overview of the mill before he fires it up. And basically, this thing could produce 300 pounds of cornmeal an hour. And it was a really advanced mill for the day because it was able to be ran with 4 people instead of about 10 people. It was kind of known to be one of the first automated mills. A lot of that had to do with the grain delivery system and the way they unloaded. And it also had a water governor on it, which was pretty cool. But this mill was operational in 1817. It ran pretty continuously up through 1890. It stayed abandoned until about 1836 when the Indiana State Parks Department actually took it over and restored it. And everything is original here from what I've been told except for the floors and the roof on the building. So just a really, really cool piece. He's getting ready to fire it up. So let's check this thing out. Here we go.
They're not running it right now. That will take the corn from over there and lift them on it.
That's a shovel made out of wood. Could you imagine trying to dig with that thing, especially in the Indiana clay? Check this out. I had no idea how small people were back in the day. Them chairs were little.
I just shake my head to that.
You're married to me. Check out all the old stagecoaches. How would you like to ride in those? That looks like an old press of some sort. That stagecoach there looks a little newer than the rest.
Nope.
You're not even acknowledge my bad jokes?
I love you.
12 years, babe. 12 years.
High five.
Do you know where you're going?
I'm following the trail.
Did you check the map and make sure this one's not washed out yet?
Nope.
That's a
The carving dude. What's he called? He told me.
car. Oh, the wood lady guy.
The
All right, so
the guy
apparently,
yeah.
apparently we're looking for a cave. We'll let you know if we find one. You see that? Those two trees are making love to each other.
Oh my gosh.
Look at them. See it? You agree with me?
I feel like the longer you do YouTube videos, the more cornier your jokes get.
Oh, there you go. There's a better view of it. Are we there yet?
Nope.
How much longer?
Enjoy the scenery.
I'm getting
here.
tired and I'm hungry.
Well,
We there yet?
hey. The children are not here, so you don't get to ask that. Don't fall in. Yep. Nice move.
Well, we finally made it. Donaldson Cave, there it is. Pretty cool. A lot of water coming out of the ground. What do you think?
Pretty cool.
I don't know what's more beautiful, Mother Nature or my wife.
Okay.
Speechless, man. Speechless. All right,
You're taking a picture.
you ready to go back home and see our kids?
Sure.
We got,
kind of missed
it was like supposed to be a half mile in here. I'm pretty sure we hiked like 3 miles.
No, it was
It
not
was.
3
It was
miles.
one way.
No.
All right, we made it. It's cool. Here, look. Swing all the way around. If I did that, fall off the rock. There's the cave, and we're heading out. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. If you could just take a few seconds to hit that thumbs up button. If you like what you've seen, hit the subscribe button. If you want to make sure the first person to see the next video, tap the bell. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll see you on the next one.